Alright, y'all. Back with another video, back with another flight reaction. Reacting to June flights, 1v1 stats, WL record, and shot chart. Now, the reason why I'm reacting to flights reaction of this is because we have to react to flight's point of view. I have to listen to what flight has to say about this wild month of June. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into it. I know this video is kind of long.
Flight
I'm gonna talk too much. It's June. No, it's not June no more. No more June. It's July.
It's really gonna be hard, you guys.
It's July now.
It's not June anymore. It's July. Why you lie? It's July.
Oh no, he gonna say that all month now.
It's different now.
He said, "Why you lie? It's July." He gonna say that all month now.
Now, I was, up to my usual on the grind. Took a break. Was on Twitter for 5 seconds. The man Cash, he's posting on Twitter talking about he's actually playing Hoopers. He's actually playing competition for the first time in his career. It's kind of interesting. So I commented, and it's like a comment retweet shit, whatever that is called. And basically, just like his incoming record is gonna be 2-17 because, look, man, when you play because people don't realize that the reason why my record is honestly like in a losing record is because I played competition. Now, I told you guys, after when June is over, when I have this entire month of July especially, I'm going to be playing plate/refrigerator, protectors cleaners, Hall of Fame principles, Hall of Fame hypebeast.
Oh, man. Y'all hear what he's saying, though, right? So this whole month is just going to be straight
hoopers.
School threats.
Wannabe hoopers,
basically
like,
saying,
bro, it's like
he just gonna play a whole bunch of 45 overalls,
definitely not about the just
no
like,
stamina.
You know what I'm saying? Be on like some bullshit, just playing any, But at the same time, we're literally bouncing back. You know what I'm saying? But check me out. We have that's official one. That if you don't even put the kid that I played, the 10-year-old that I got called out to, that
Flight, that don't count. I don't care what you gotta say. That does not count. He's 10, Flight. If that's the case, if an 8-year-old call you out, that counts. No,
I didn't call. When I don't call for a game and somebody calls me out,
still has to color in between the lines.
Right,
let's get into the video.
My dog hard and like recording, especially when you didn't, it didn't expect it or didn't, ask.
Let's get into the video,
pictures. Man. The camera's on, just letting you know the games doesn't count. So I don't know if they will put it in here or not. Let's check it out. It's June. It's June. It's June. It's still June.
I will say Flight has gotten better from what he used to do, but he's still Flight reacts.
We all know how big of a deal this
I know he still does a lot of Flight reacts type of shots.
That we took the time to look at his June stats.
Look at that
Irish Spring Green.
Just to really know how much Flight's game has changed and how much he has improved. So
you sold that game, Flight.
And enjoy the video.
You sold that game right there, Flight.
Let's get it.
When all you want to do is this.
It's so good, Flight.
It's Miller time.
February 28, 2020. To this day, we're 9-34. By June, this record's gonna be. By June, we're having at least 40 wins. We're having at least 40 wins by June, and we're gonna have less than 38 losses. Now, the thing is that when it was February, yes, I did say this, but check me out. That's when the COVID wasn't what it was, and COVID didn't start getting to what it was until like mid-March. That's when everything started shutting down.
Yeah,
if I would have known that wouldn't have happened, first of all, I didn't even play up to 40 games. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to sit up here and use a Corona as an excuse or anything like that, but at the same time, you guys, like, it has to be a fair excuse because it literally, bro, still right now, like, there's barely basketball courts that are open and everything like that, bro, so it's just like, you got to work with what you was given.
IRL coming soon. IRL coming soon.
It was close. We only lost 6 times. I won 4 times. Realistically, too, that's still a positive record.
Did I say 17% from the 3-point line?
It's not a positive record, but it's almost a positive record. Like, it's like an acceptable passing record. Because there's NBA teams that make the playoffs with like a 36 or 38 record. That happened before, I think. 6 points.
That's not even 500 basketball, Flight.
At least
that's not even even. It's not even 500%. Like, no.
Facts.
Should have been playing Flight's music in the back.
So the first thing we need to talk about is how Flight's game has improved. And to do that, we need to summarize his game from pre-June. So here we go. Starting off on the offensive side of the ball, pre-June Flight did not take advantage of his height. He never played back to the basket and preferred to play the face-up game. And he liked to shoot the ball a lot. And this was a huge reason for the majority of his losses. And that's because Flight clearly didn't know how to correctly shoot a basketball. He didn't set his feet, never followed through on his shots. Sometimes it literally looked like he was just throwing the ball up. His handles were very
He still do that today. Now it's just on purpose. At first he was just doing that just to do that. Now it's on purpose to get another chance.
With his awful shooting form. Another part of his offense was his poor driving. Even with his size, Flight never took it hard to the rack.
Damn, I was trash before June.
By his opponents.
Come on now.
Led to his horrible, famous.
Look, oh my gosh, bro. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, I was trash before June, bro. How many?
Flight, this is how we look at you now.
Shots that I really do on account of him, like on account of.
This is how we look at you now, Flight. You gotta stop falling. That's how we see you right now, Flight. You gotta stop missing shots like that.
Like, looking back on this is horrible, bro.
You shot that off the side of the backboard, Flight.
Bro, right off the bat, you didn't even say I improved for June, bro. You're a lie. That's why this is literally dedicated. Why you lie is July. Because literally taking what I've learned in June and improving up on that factor for the rest of the entire final 4 months. October, December, and March 2021. Rhyming accidentally, son. But look, I would literally airball a layup. It would either be an airball or it would be a made basket. Now it's either a made basket and almost a made basket or an airball. So now it's going to transfer after when July is through with. It's going to transfer from made basket, almost a made basket, to damn near a made basket. Like, it's not to be. I'm not going to airball in the mess anymore or hit the backboard.
By his opponents, and this often led to his horrible, famous.
That's terrible, bro.
That's that Simmons skyhook he does.
That's terrible.
When Flight did get to the rim, his ability to finish.
Oh my gosh.
Like, this how we look at you right now, man.
Either airball or miss very badly on open.
That's terrible.
You can't have time to be missing layups like that.
You see, I would have blocked that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm blocking that.
Non-existent. And
that's packed. I'm blocking that now.
His poor stamina was a big reason for that. He struggled to stay in front of his opponents on the
bro, Kenny really hit that move on me.
He was very poor at contesting jump shots, and he never used his height to his advantage around the rim.
Almost blocked it,
So that basically sums up pre-June Flight's overall game. Now let's get into the things that he improved
gosh.
on and kept the same in June. Starting off with his shooting, June Flight still shot the ball a lot. Too much, actually. But his jump shot form looks a lot better than what it was. He's setting his feet, he's following through on his shots, but the only thing that is holding Flight back is that he's very inconsistent. And you're going to hear me say that word a lot in this video. But Flight can go from flipping the net inside out on back-to-back possessions and then throw up a straight air ball on the very next possession. It's like he gets
if Flight just got a consistent jump shot, he'd be straight.
And in a couple of games this month,
he'd be alright. As long as he just does that with a consistent jump shot and make it, he'd be straight.
It's crazy,
But his inconsistency doesn't stop at his shooting. He also has the same problem with his finishing. Flight can go from hitting contested reverses in one possession, and then the next possession, Flight will get a wide open look at the basket and completely break the layup.
Piss me off,
which is a huge improvement, but again, the big thing holding him back is his inconsistency.
Wide open layup.
Come on!
And I
see, I'm making that layup a lot more now. Look at that move.
They were still pretty sloppy, but as the month progressed, he was able to tighten them up, and he got a good bit of highlight plays because of them. And just to name a couple of those plays, he had 2 behind-the-back crossover plays on the Flight mic and Jenna Bandy.
Facts, yo.
On defense, we saw June Flight give a much better effort than.
Yeah, he started playing better defense. He just gotta fix this hunchback.
Nice.
It's just clear that
look at that block.
That was a good block. I gave Flight credit for that block.
Amazing defense. That's a steal. If the court was a little bigger.
This hunchback defense.
Okay,
this
so
has to stop.
The improvement is definitely the defense.
So I know it sounds like Flight hasn't improved a lot, but June Flight really has a solid foundation to build off of. He just has a few things that he needs to tweak. And I want to make sure that you guys understand this. We have to respect the guy for wanting to get better. And
look at that layup, man.
So huge shout out to Flight for that. Alright, now let's move on to his win-loss record. So if you've been keeping up with Flight the whole month of June, you know that he has a record of 4-6. But we're going to go ahead and make that 3-6.
No.
Because the game against the 10-year-old doesn't count.
Yes, it does, man.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
It don't count.
Bro, stop Stop taking wins away from me, man.
Flight.
That counts.
No,
you
it
were
doesn't,
doing good.
Flight. That doesn't count. He's a child. Flight.
Man, I was rooting
He's a
for
child.
you, bro. It counts, bro. I'm 4-6.
How do you
No,
say that?
man.
That don't count,
I
Flight.
didn't ask for that game. I got called out. It would have been different if I was like on random kid on the sideline. Come and play me for some content, bro. I literally played a random 21 game that was just going to be thrown up on my second channel. And then I, at the last second, got that 10-year-old game, bro. It counts, bro. No, man. Stop.
Actually trying to get better. So huge shout out to Flight for that.
That don't count.
Now let's move on to his win-loss record.
You don't know that. You don't know that don't
with
count.
Flight the whole month of June, you know that he has a record
That's a
of
child.
4-6.
You
But
still
we're gonna
gotta
go ahead and make
get
that
a permission
3-6
slip and the
because
color
the
in
game
between the
against
lines,
10-year-old
man.
doesn't count.
Now look at
I don't
him,
think I
bro.
need to explain why. So June Flight's record is 3-6.
Bro, it's 4-6. It's 4-6, bro.
Flight Mike, Deshaun Frost,
three,
and
Flight.
Loki.
It's
And you probably
4-6.
want to know out of
It's
those
three.
3 wins, which one was his best? Well, that was his June debut against the Flight Mike, where Flight shot 9 for 28 from the field, which included a 2 for 9 performance from 3.
9 for
And he only held
28?
the Flight Mike to 2 points. But to keep it real, the Flight Mike is the worst ball player I've seen in a while, but this is June Flight's best win. And on the flip side, the 6 people he has lost to are Brawadis, Amari Frost, FaZe Rug, Devontae Frigga, Jenna Bandy, and Cash Nasty. And you probably realize this by now, but all of the games that Flight lost this month were against good competition. People that are better than him.
Thank
so
you.
again, we gotta give Flight credit for
Thank
playing
you.
people that he knows are better than him. It just shows that he's serious about getting better. But I'm gonna tell you what his worst loss was, and you probably guessed it by now. It was his game against FaZe Rug, where Flight shot 15 jumpers and didn't make any of them. And his
Yeah, that
only
was
2
tough.
points came from rebound putbacks. I'm telling you right now, this game
That
will
was
be
tough.
huge motivation for Flight to become even better. Because I know that he's extremely disappointed with how he performed in this game. But June Flight's record, 3-6, and when you combine this with his pre-June record, Flight's official 1v1 record is now 13-46. Now let's move on to his averages.
13 and 46.
So on the left side of your screen, you have Flight's pre-June stats all the way up to March 10th, 2020. And huge shout out
6
to Legend
points
of
per
Winning
game.
for these numbers right here. And as you can see, these numbers are, well, terrible.
Average
Flight
11
was putting up nearly
threes.
20 shots a game.
Only
11
makes
of those being
2.
three-pointers, and he was only averaging 6 points. And if you take a look at his complete totals, he took a total of 964 shots and only made 220 of them, which means he had a 22.8 field goal percentage. And 57% of his attempted shots were three-pointers, 547 to be exact, and Flight only made 93 of them, which gave him a three-point percentage of 17. So now that you've seen this and processed it, I now want to show you Flight's June stats. In his 9 games, Flight put up an average of 26 shots a game and made 6.3 of them. And this included 11 three-pointers a game, and Flight made...
So right off the bat, it's improvement. June was
Very
a
much
success.
improvement.
19.3
Flight
field goals
needed
a
June.
game. Now it's doing a
There is no June, there would be
26.0
no
field
no
goals
Flight.
a game. 4.4 made a game. Now it went up to 6. Now I'm guaranteeing scoring 6+ points a game. 3 points attempted, made, whatever, 11. Let's see a 3-point
Damn
made.
near 2 of them.
3-point made, it went down. No, that's wrong. It has to be wrong. It has to be wrong. It has to be wrong. That has to be wrong.
Down 0.1.
That's not accurate, bro. I've made more threes in my 1v1s in the month of June, let alone. But pre-June also has more games played, too. That's why. That's probably why.
And he
So I'm not
averaged
too mad
8
about
points
that
a game.
one.
So by
So
looking
actually,
went
8
up.
points a
you
game.
can already tell 2 things. One being that June Flight averaged 7 more shots.
8 points went up.
Take back summer. Line and Cougar Summer Shandy.
A game, which of course is going to equal more points a game, and 2, being that his three-point shooting got worse. So let's go ahead and break this down some more and look at his complete totals. In his 9 games, June Flight put up a total of 234 shots
Right.
and only made 57 of them, which means he has a field goal percentage of 24.4. But check this
Went
out.
up.
Out of those 234 shots, 101 of them were three-pointers, and Flight only made 16 of them, which gives him a three-point percentage of 15.8.
That's because I played less games, though, so that's kind of like not a fair, like, comparison.
Yes. Remember earlier in the video when I said Flight shoots too much? Well,
15%.
here you go. Also, here is a list of stats for
That's
June
tough,
Flight's
Flight.
games. There's a link in the description that'll take you to this chart if you want to look at it for
He
yourself.
got a whole
Okay, so that's another
shooting chart of
reaction.
Flight
Let y'all go.
reacts.
Let's take a look at June Flight's shot chart. Alright, this is probably a big reason why you clicked onto this video, so let's not waste any more
Here's our
time.
shot
Every
chart.
shot Flight is put up in June is on this chart. There are 57 makes and 177 misses. And
Nice.
yes, that
177 misses.
Now are mid-range right here, and then like inside the paint, and then on the left side of the court, like the wing and in the corner. I had people tell me that the corner is low-key my hot spot with the three. You know what I'm saying?
It is low-key.
It's like a love and hate relationship with the corner spot, because it's like if you miss bad, it's like you airball. At least if it's like in a wing or the middle, it's like you hit the backboard or something, you can get a chance to rebound, you know?
Yes,
So this is improvement right off the bat.
that's a lot of red. Now I want to talk about some of Flight's tendencies. As you can see, and like I've said many times in this video, June Flight has taken a ton of three-pointers, and he shoots them all over the court. Next, I want to point out the abundance amount of shots taken in the right low block area. I don't know why, but Flight really loves this area. And finally, Flight can't go left. There are clearly not as many
I can't go left. What are you talking about? A lot of my shots are left-handed. Did you not see this shot, bro? See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of inaccurate
that
things,
sky
bro.
hook.
I had the crossover of the 2020 year, bro, on Jenna. You know what I'm saying? And then finish with the left hand, but I can't go left. What are you talking about, bro? That was God-given talent. You can't teach that on somebody, bro. That's
He said that is God-given talent.
Dexterous too. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm right-handed.
on this side.
No
He
left
said
side.
that's
Come on, bro. That's
God-given
reach.
talent.
We've been comparing pre-June Flight with June Flight the entire video. So why stop here? What you're looking at is pre-June Flight's full shot chart.
And pre-June shot chart is also more games played. But
Yeah, that's true.
right off the bat, the June shot chart is a lot more better.
Again, huge shout out
Yeah,
to
it
Legend
is.
of Winning for making
I
this
can
one.
see it.
Y'all make sure to go check him out. His links are in the description. So I put these two shot charts side by side, and you can see a lot of similarities. First thing being the crazy amount of threes that are taken all around the court.
Yeah, that's
Second
right
being the
there.
amount of
Irish
shots
green,
taken
green,
in that
green.
right low block area. And third being the low amount of shots taken on the left side when you compare them to the right side. So there we have it. We now know how much June Flight has improved from his pre-June form. His defensive effort has improved. He has fixed his shooting form.
That shit's
His
hard.
handles are a bit tighter. He's getting to the rim more. He just needs to work on hitting his shots
Damn,
consistently.
I gotta hit
And
that.
all of his shooting numbers are a little
Yeah,
bit better.
you do.
Except his
Flight.
three-point percentage.
You
June
need to
Flight
make more of
averages
those.
8.1 points per game. Allows his opponents to score 10.7 points
Cross.
a game.
Oh,
He
I
has a
thought that was the
24.4
crossover.
field goal percentage and a 15.8 three-point percentage. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I put a ton of work into this, so if you
Yeah.
did enjoy it, make
Shout
sure
out
to
to
leave a
you.
like. I'd really
Shout out to you
appreciate
for
it.
putting a lot of work into Flight Reaction June.
Also,
I know
feel
I
free
can.
to subscribe
I
and
could,
hit that
but that's
bell
gonna take
so you
too
don't
long.
miss future uploads from me. We are 100 away from 5,000 subscribers. Thank
Hey
you.
man, that's gonna cap it off, man. Was
Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the person who made June Flight's 1v1 stats record and shot chart. That takes a lot of time and patience. Anyways, see